See, I don't know. Does this sound like look weird?
Is there a filter on here? That look cute. You told me we were going somewhere. Let's get this party started because my attention span is really short.
Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here with a special guest. Her presence has been requested. This is my mother. Today we are going to be doing that video that I know you've all seen. It's a trend on YouTube right now with girls asking their moms questions that teens or you guys are too afraid to ask. This was inspired by a few different YouTubers that I saw. Some of them I'll link down below. But how this works basically is I just found these questions online and from other videos, and they're just basically questions that you wouldn't exactly ask your parents. I felt like I could ask my mom, so we're just gonna go ahead and dive right in. Hope you're ready.
I'm always ready. I'm
gonna start off with like some easy ones, some warm-up ones, just to like get us warmed up.
Easy questions for things you don't want to ask your parents.
there's just gonna be some warm-up ones just to like, so I don't get, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, okay. So what were you like in high school is the first one.
Gosh, it's been many moons ago. I mean, I was cool. I mean, I was pretty cordial with everyone. It was interesting. It's not like how you had, you know, today, like, you don't have the same issues I had. Or maybe you do. Maybe What do you mean? For instance, it was kind of, I think it was an identity thing for me in high school, just trying to figure out who I was. So I really did a lot of things on my own and kind of integrated with different groups of people because there was a lot of cliquish things going on. I didn't realize it until I got much older. I don't know if you experienced that too, right?
Yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of high schools, most people deal with cliques. Like, there's always cliques.
Yeah. I mean, I've always kind of had the I don't really care attitude. You know, you look back on it and you're like, not that those people didn't matter, but
it's just high school.
It's just high school.
Oh, this one's good. Why do parents think they know everything?
Because we do.
We've
lived it. We've been there, done that.
I feel like you guys know things like from your day based on your experiences.
Nothing is new under the sun. Have you heard your grandparents say that?
Stuff is so different these days than like how you guys grew up.
There's not much new other than technology.
Have you ever snuck out? I feel like I know the answer to this one. I feel like you definitely told me stories of you sneaking out before.
I don't think I call it sneaking out.
Define your sneaking out, because when I think of sneaking out, it's like, I leave and no one knew, and then I come back.
I never did. I never did any of that. I was too scared of your grandma and grandpa.
Oh, okay.
Now I will say that. I was like, no, I ain't doing that. I did skip curfew.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
You know, and your grandmother be waiting with her arms folded and like, you know, and your grandfather would be like, you know, she just wanted to have fun.
Poppy's like the chill one. My grandma is like, she's just hype. She's very hype.
You just called me hype yesterday. I always hype.
I know, but like you have like mixtures of Mimi and Poppy in you, so that's why. But what would you do if I told you I dropped out of college?
Drag your ass back to college. We'd both be going back to college together. And I'd be your roommate. I'd walk with you to class. We register for the same classes, and we're gonna get through it together, boo. You would love it.
I don't know about that one.
Is that your sister?
What's the most rebellious thing you've ever done?
Oh, we might have to come back to that one. I was 19 and I was spending my summer in Atlanta. Everybody was going to this party down in Cancun. It was like called All-Star Fiesta, and it was like the biggest celebrity filled party. You had like Diddy and Jay-Z and all the cool basketball players of my time, like Stephon Marbury, Allen Iverson. It was like, it was just a catalog of names that you're probably like, who's that? Oh my God. I called your grandfather and was like, I need to get a plane ticket to go to Mexico. And he's like, for what? And I was like, I'm going to Cancun. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, does your mom know? So your grandma. And I was like, no. So I ended up getting the plane ticket, going there. I had a like luxury hotel. I had your grandmother's credit card and your grandfather's. I had 2 credit cards. I had both of theirs. I got down there and basically was living off your grandparents in Mexico on vacation for like ever. It was fun though.
Have you ever done drugs before? Mommy.
Drugs like... Is this like, I'm trying to figure out, like when I was
Just
in high
drugs,
school?
like drugs in general.
I mean, prescription drugs.
Mom, you got marijuana, you got nicotine, like there's so many different types of drugs.
Nicotine's a drug?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a yes or no. It doesn't have to be like,
I plead the fifth.
okay.
This is out in the public. and you know your grandmother will watch and be like,
How do you feel about your daughter being on birth control?
I mean, I think we've talked about this, so we know the reasons. The reasons why. I mean, initially it was for you being, you know, having cramps and headaches, things like that, trying to control that. But, you know, as you went off to college, you know, my thing was don't bring no babies home. And you can wait. That's not going nowhere.
Would you let me sleep over at my boyfriend's house?
Absolutely not. What's the point?
What if we were in separate rooms?
No.
You gotta create boundaries.
Okay.
I mean, you want someone to desire you. Have your boundaries, have that separation, come together so you have, you know, those very close moments. Not those type of close moments, but, you know, create some mystique about yourself.
What would you do if I became a teen mom?
You would not. 'Cause I think you know better.
If you were my age, would you be my friend?
Like, is this a for real question?
No, it's a for fake question. Yeah.
You know, mommy and the friend thing is like,
She's always like, I'm not your friend. I'm your mom.
that's what your grandmother used to say to me. She still says that. Let's see. Yeah, you'd be like that friend that, you know, like when I want to sneak out, I'd use you for like the prop.
The safe
Because you're
one,
such
the
a
good
yeah,
one.
you're the good girl. Like I was the rebel. Wasn't a trouble child. I was just always pushing the limits, pushing the envelope.
So
per
basically
se.
she's saying that I'm that friend where if she's sneaking out, she's saying, oh, I'm going to Maddie's, or
Yeah.
that's where I'm sleeping
You're my
over,
safe
but
house.
she's really going to a party
yeah,
or
you're my
something.
safe place. Yay.
That's true, because I don't really do much. Like, I don't get into much trouble, I feel like.
No,
Like,
you're
pretty
similar
angel
to how I
child.
was. I would tell on myself before I would get into things, though.
I tell on myself.
Yeah, you pretty much be like, so if I... and it's like, I've lived this life, did this before.
Why do you tell me not to swear when you swear all the time?
Because I don't want you to be like potty mouth mommy over here. Like, oh man, are you really putting me out here like this? Well, Max and Chloe, if they were in here, they'd be like...
Max and Chloe, they just want to swear all the time. They have no good reason,
That's
no
because-
business to be doing it.
that's
They're just
because-
like, they just want to do it.
Can we call them bad words? And the only thing I do, I have such road rage.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's the most...
Yeah. Or something crazy you did in college.
Gosh, I did so many things. Oh, the first time we went to Freaknik down in Atlanta. We drove to Freaknik in Atlanta.
What's Freaknik?
Oh man, it was a freak fest. It was like half naked women, men being so inappropriate. Like it was like a street festival and like a car show all in one. It was like a party and then like all through downtown Atlanta. It was on the news too. It was like one of those things that was on the news. I'm trying to compare it to something of today. I can't think of anything because they don't have it anymore. But it's not something I would tell you to go to.
Wow. It
It
seems
was
like a lot.
It was like a strip club on the street.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Some pretty crazy things went down at Freaknik. I mean, the name alone would tell you it was crazy.
Okay. Have you ever gotten into a fight?
Like, physical fight?
Yeah, I assume that's what they mean. I feel like everyone's gotten to like
Arguments,
verbal
yeah.
arguments and stuff.
No fist fights. People, I always had people say I was a little intimidating. Like, so people wouldn't even really mess with me like that.
You were just that girl.
Yeah, but so I also hung out with the boys, so it was like, I wasn't really that girl that was
Dramatic and
always in people. You know what I mean? Like,
You're like that girl who's like, I hang out with boys because they're easier. Girls are too much. When do you think is the right time to engage in intercourse?
I don't like this question. I don't know where this is leading. You asked me about teen pregnancy, birth control.
No, that's not leading to anything. I'm just
Tell me something.
No.
Is this like a punked moment?
Just,
I might need drugs for this.
Did you ever cheat on someone?
Oh, I hate this question. Yes, I've cheated on a few
When?
someones.
Few. Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, I was young. Didn't understand what was happening.
Well, at least it was when you were young.
I did understand what was happening. You know, when you put somebody through being dishonest, that betrayal, I guess the fear is that going to happen to me? It's hard when you hurt somebody. Don't do it. Don't do that. Just be honest with people.
Was I a mistake?
No. You were surprised, but you weren't a mistake.
Okay. Do you have a favorite?
Is this related to children?
Yes.
No, I can't. You guys would say I do, but I don't really. Your grandfather's my favorite. There we go.
He's not a child. He's not your child.
He's Granny's child. He's your favorite. He's Max's. He's all of our favorites, I think.
Did you really want a daughter?
I wanted all boys, actually.
I remember you.
I prayed for boys. Like,
you prayed?
Yeah, I was like, please, if I ever have kids, like those little crumb snatcher people that wear diapers and run around and scream and do all those other spit up things and things, I want boys.
Well, at least you got one.
Yeah, Max is legit the best son ever. Wait, pause, but you know what's cool? You and Chloe are like, you both have like tomboy qualities, which is cool because you're not like dramatic girls. I think you guys kind of mimic mommy at times.
This one's kind of depressing, low-key. What are you leaving for me in your will?
Oh man, that's depressing. Well, I guess you'll have first rights to my urn because you're the oldest. I'm just kidding. That's a good question. I need to actually get on that.
You even thought about it?
No, I mean, your grandparents are always like, you need to do this. And it's like, well, you guys know what I want in this life and what I'm going to leave the kids.
Do you judge me for my choices?
Absolutely not. I mean, do you think I judge you for your choices? I mean, think hard. I
don't think so, yeah.
I can't think of any time I've judged any of you for your choices. There's certain things I'm going to step in and say my piece to, but other than that, I mean, I may have an opinion about things, but I'm not going to place judgment on you.
Did you ever have second thoughts about getting married?
Oh, for sure. Sounds why I'm single. Because your dad and I were so young. When I say so young, I'm acting like we were like 18, 19. You still are trying to figure out who you are and you're building a career. Date, have fun, travel, get your education, build your career, build a foundation for you and learn who you are so that you know exactly what you want out of a person.
When was the first time you started drinking?
So I'm going to tell you this quick story.
Okay.
So I had a neighbor, his family owned like restaurants throughout like the area, and he always had access to all the alcohol. I remember like hanging out, and I always hung out with older kids anyway. Like in middle school, I was hanging out with high school kids. He drove to the house one day and dropped off like a bottle of like peach schnapps and vodka. And I was in 8th grade.
8th grade?
I was in 8th grade, and I hid it in my closet because I was so afraid, like, because your grandparents were at work.
Remember. Is this the shoebox story where you put it in the shoebox?
Yeah. Grandmother decided, you know how she likes to go and like clean everything up? She like went in my closet and was cleaning stuff up, and she found it and was like flipping out. And I hadn't drank it or anything. I had planned to because I was like, ooh, this looks fun. But I didn't drink it at that time. But I didn't start drinking until like probably my 10th grade year in high school. And I wasn't like one of those like crazy, we just go to parties and I'd be sipping. I'd pretend like I was actually doing something. My friends and I would actually pretend like we were like drunk and stuff. We'd be like, oh my gosh, oh, I'm so crazy. We were so stupid, so dumb.
Going off that, how do you feel about me drinking?
Well, I think because of our relationship, we talk about these things anyway. And so I've already told you, if you decide to drink, especially in college, like the safety, the precautions, the things that you need to do for yourself. And, there's things called alcohol poisoning, and there's people can drop things in your drink. So what I always tell you,
to always keep an eye out, be aware of your surroundings.
And if you put your cup down, leave your cup there.
Great.
So
hopefully you guys enjoyed this video with my mom. I'm hoping to do another video soon, hopefully with my brother. So yeah, we'll see about that one. Maybe even my sister if she's up for it. That's the challenge. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like and to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Alright, peace out.
See ya.
Everyone's looking at me thinking that I'm different. Everyone's looking at me thinking that I'm living. But I don't really care what they all say.